23.
So if at the beginning of the quarter, the teacher said, here's all the work for the quarter. I don't care if you come to class or not, but do your work. Would that have worked for you?
WGTS 91.9. I'm Claude. He's Jerry. Absolutely. For me, it would.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm a self-motivator. I'll knock it out. Absolutely. Do it on my own time and schedule.
Right. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been talking about this study that was talking about kids who go to class every day actually get better grades. On average, a letter grade better just because of the cohort, being in contact with other people. And Lori from Fairfax wanted to chime in on this. Hey, Lori.
So I know that there have been a number of schools that have done this. It's going back quite a number of years, so you could Google it and see, but I don't remember exactly the name of the school, but it was a college in Long Island. I think it was called Franconia or something similar. And they had where you would come to the teacher, get your work, and then you would do it on your own. And that they actually had to cancel that eventually. I don't know how many years it stayed, but they had to let it go because it didn't work. And there's another one that was in I guess it would have been in the late 70s, in Bishop Ireton High School right in Alexandria. And they had a similar thing where you would go to the teacher, you could get this amount of work would give you an A, this amount would give you a B, and then you would come back, you had to sit for tests, and they eventually, after I think just 4 years, they let that go because there's a certain percentage, I would imagine, of people who are self-motivators, maybe like your all self. But then there's another percentage that really needs that kind of structure. Sure. So, yeah, I think that the highest percentage, otherwise they would be doing this in schools all over, right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. At the same time, I think for me, there was power in talking with other people. It made me think. Like, even when I talk with Claude, we talk a lot off the air, I learn things every day that I didn't know before just from the interaction. I think maybe that's got to be a little bit of that secret.
I believe you're only getting started.
Social media you can look forward to.
Always encouraging.
Follow WGTS 91.9 today.
WGTS 91.9.
Who can bend my burdens and make them beautiful? Good things are coming. I believe.
WGTS 91.9. Hey, I'm Claude. He's Jerry, and it's time for the WGTS 91.9 Health Minute. So March 28th is recognized as Diabetes Alert Day. So today we're joined by Dr. Avni Jain, family medicine physician with Adventist Healthcare Adventist Medical Group. She has some valuable information for us about diabetes and the signs and symptoms to look out for in your health.
I didn't realize this, Claude. 1 in 10 people in the U.S. has diabetes.
Whoa.
So why don't we start with Dr. Jain, what it is specifically?
So diabetes is a condition that impacts your body's ability to process insulin, ultimately leading to an increase in blood sugar levels. The cause is dependent on the type of diabetes, but if it is left untreated, diabetes can be very serious.
So, Dr. Jain, you said different types of diabetes. Let's walk down that line. What are the different types of diabetes?
So there are 3 types of diabetes, including type 1, type 2, and gestational diabetes. Type 1 is typically diagnosed in young adults and children, and it cannot be prevented. Type 2 is the most common, and it is typically a result of an unhealthy lifestyle or a family history of the disease. Through exercise and healthy eating, you can limit your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. And gestational diabetes occurs during pregnancy.
So, Dr. Jain, how do we know if we have some potential risk factors for developing diabetes?
Number 1, having an increased body mass index, being inactive or having limited physical activity, poor eating habits, and a family history of the disease.
And so what are some of the signs and symptoms?
So patients should monitor their health and alert their provider if they notice any of the following signs and symptoms. Number 1, extreme fatigue. Number 2, excessive hunger or thirst. And number 3, frequent urination.
What can we do to limit our risk of developing diabetes?
To limit your risk of developing the disease, focus on maintaining a healthy and balanced diet. Patients should exercise regularly and keep their weight healthy and BMI around 25. Receiving enough sleep and limiting stress can also help decrease your risk.
All right, that's Dr. Avni Jain, family medicine physician with Adventist Healthcare Adventist Medical Group, giving us the lowdown on diabetes for our Health Minute. You can hear all of this and get more health tips at our website, WGTS919.com.
And as always, we say a big thank you to Adventist Healthcare for their generous support.
If you're already part of the giving team, thank you.
Here's another example of how God uses your gift to impact someone's life.
Hi, my name is Eric, and I've been battling with a drug addiction for 30 years. And I started listening to the station, going to church, and I was delivered through the grace of God. And it's been 20 years since I've been clean from drugs, and 91.9 has been with me through that whole journey. I'm so grateful for this station and grateful for all the listeners.
Your gift makes an impact.
Listener funded. WGTS 91.9.
Always encouraging.
And 88.3 on the Eastern Shore.
Get ready for a night filled with love, joy, laughter, and worship.
The Somebody Loves You Tour with Jordan Feliz.
Thursday, May 4th at Centerville Baptist Church.
Jordan Feliz in concert.
Discover more and get your tickets at WGTS919.com.
Special thanks to 48 Live Productions, a nonprofit ministry.
All right, in Fairfax, 66 eastbound between the Fair Oaks exit and the exit for 123. We've got an accident there. It's got the right shoulder block, and so you're seeing some delays because of it. Delays starting to ease a little bit in College Park. Only going to take you about 20 minutes to get from the I-95 interchange past Georgia Avenue there on the outer loop. We're easing a little bit in Fort Washington, too. 210 northbound. About a 15-minute delay from Swan Creek Road to get past Livingston Road. Let's see. This just popped up on the screen here. We've got about a 25-minute delay on US 50, John Hanson Highway inbound between 410 and Kenilworth Avenue, BW Parkway. No accidents there to report, just heavy volume.
It's going to be a pretty nice day. We might see a sprinkle too, but otherwise partly sunny skies, a high near 63 degrees. Enjoy it because the rain is coming tomorrow. Right now at Metro Center in D.C., cloudy skies and 49 degrees.
We are 7 minutes away from dad jokes. You can send yours in. Text or call 800-700-1094.
Before I bring my need, I will bring my heart.
Songs to get you through the day.
Lyrics you won't mind your kids singing along to.
WGTS 91.9.
Always encouraging.
How far is too far? That's how far your love will go.
How far? Tasha Layton on WGTS 91.9. How many dad jokes are we going to have this morning? We're going to find out. I'm Jerry. This is Claude. Let's do it.
All right, so we've got official dad joke writers in the WGTS 91.9 family. Yeah, one of them is Lynn. She sent this in. She said, I'll never forget what my granddad said just before he kicked the bucket.
What was that?
Hey, watch how far I can kick this bucket. Oh, you thought kick the bucket? No. He said, watch how far I can kick this bucket. Yeah. Oh, our friend Dan from Manassas sent in a text. Dan says, let's see, I have a good dad joke. We'll be the judge of that, Dan. Okay. No, he says, let's see, where do pirates send their taxes?
Where did pirates send their taxes? I didn't figure they paid taxes.
Yeah, to the IRS.
They are. Yes, all right. Not bad, not bad.
800-700-1094. You can call or text in your dad jokes.
Sometimes sorrow is the door to peace.
WGTS 91.9. We are messengers, come what may. Hey, I'm Claude. He's Jared.
No, there's certain things in this world you just never know how much you're going to pay for them.
Okay.
Concert tickets, hotel rooms, a stay at a resort, because they tack on all these fees, right?
Yeah, and that's never the upfront price that they tell you.
Right. Mm-hmm. So you think, I'm getting a really good deal. Then you realize, oh, no, maybe not so much. So there's a new proposal headed to Congress right now to get rid of so-called junk fees. And the idea is that the price you see is the price that you would pay, which just seems fair. It just seems American to me. There are several neighborhoods here in the DMV that are being named some of the best places to live in the country. In Virginia, Colonial Village, which is a section of Arlington, ranked number 2 nationwide from the company Niche. And then in Maryland, there were several cities that did well. North Bethesda was number 16. North Potomac came in at 26. So Japan has claimed its first World Baseball Classic since 2009, and they did it at our expense last night. They beat us 3-2 to take home the 5th ever Classic title. We'll have to wait for a while to get another chance. The World Baseball Classic doesn't come back till 2026.
Okay.
Didn't we invent baseball? I thought we did. Which I know doesn't mean we should automatically win, but yeah, maybe it does.
All right. Let's see. In College Park, out a little bit of the Beltway, we are still dealing with delays between the I-95 interchange. It's going to take you about 25 minutes to get past Georgia Avenue this morning, so you'll need a little bit of patience. It's also delays as the culprit there in Southern Maryland, 210 Indian Head Highway northbound, right between Fort Washington Road and Livingston Road. No accidents to report, just a lot of people on the road, about a 15-minute delay there. Fairfax, we got a little bit of trouble there. So there's an accident that's been moved to the right shoulder, 66 eastbound, right before the Fair Oaks exit there. And so you're seeing delays from the Fairfax County Parkway exit.
Washington weather.
Oh, it's going to be a nice day today. We're going to see partly sunny skies, high all the way up to 63. Good to get outdoors. Cloudy, low near 49 tonight. Rain tomorrow. Cloudy most of the day and a high of 76. Right now in Alexandria, cloudy skies and 49. In Ashburn, it's cloudy and 48. And on the Tidal Basin in D.C., where those cherry blossoms are looking gorgeous, cloudy skies with 49 degrees.
It's the tournament that everybody's talking about. No, I'm not talking about NCAA men's or women's basketball tournament. It's the Pie Tournament, and we've got that coming up
yes,
in another
we do.
8 minutes.
Yesterday, we learned so much about strawberries and marionberries, right?
Yeah.
And strawberry advanced today. The final teams in the Elite Eight, Claude. It's going to be interesting. It could be close. It's going to be interesting, baby.
All right, let's see. We've got that coming up in about 8 minutes. Psalm 147, verse 8, to encourage you this morning, says, He covers the sky with clouds. He supplies the earth with rain and makes grass grow on the hills.
WGCS 91.9.
Serving the nation's capital at 91.9 FM.
And 88.3 on the Eastern Shore.
On your smart speaker or anywhere in the world on the WGTS 91.9 app.
Listener funded WGTS FM. Tacoma Park, WGTS HD, WGBZ FM, Ocean City.